welcome to the Christmas edition of Focus on Tiverton. On this episode, we have highlights of the town Christmas tree lighting, featuring Santa's arrival on a fire truck. Later in the program, we have a demonstration showing how to make Greek twisted cookies. Also on this episode, we take a drive around town, highlighting some of the best holiday displays. Be sure to stick around, your house might be featured. We go into the Focus on Tiverton archives to feature a Christmas story that puts the holiday in perspective. That and more coming up on this episode of Focus on Tiverton. Tiverton Recycling Committee would like to remind you that recycling is mandatory in Tiverton. If you need information or have questions on recycling, email us at recycling@tiverton.ri.gov or call 625-6710.
Welcome to my kitchen. I'd like to share with you today some Greek twisted cookies. It's a very simple recipe. I think you'll enjoy making it. We're going to start with a half a pound of butter, which is a 1 stick. If you take it out of the refrigerator, let it warm up, both your eggs and your butter will blend a lot better. Just throw that out. To that, we're going to add a 1 1/4 cups of sugar, which I've pre-measured. We're going to use our mixer to mix this all together. 4 eggs. Just lay down my butter in there. 1, 2, and 1 more egg. 4 eggs. To this we're going to add a 1 1/2 teaspoons of vanilla, if I can get it open. 1. Okay, now we're going to take that to our mixer. But before we do that, we need to get our flour ready. I've measured already 2 cups of flour. Altogether the recipe is going to take about 5 cups, but we won't know exactly the amount until we start making our dough. So I started with 2 cups of flour. I'm going to add 4 1/2 teaspoons of baking powder. I need to get another spoon. One. I'm just going to stir that up so that you don't have a strong taste of baking powder throughout the cookie. We're going to let this sit here for a little while. We're going to take our bowl over to the mixing stand, and we're going to mix that until we have a really nice dough. And then we'll start adding our flour. Let that mix for a little while. We're going to start adding some flour. We're going to start with just a little bit. Stir up the machine. We're going to add a little bit of flour at a time. We're going to add a little bit more flour. It's probably going to take 2 more cups, but we're going to do 1 cup at a time until the dough is no longer sticky. We're going to start with 1 cup, and then we'll probably add 1 more cup. I'm going to turn it off at this point, and we're going to finish mixing it by hand. That way we can tell when the dough is right and it's no longer sticky. So I'm going to take this off the mixer, and I'm going to bring it over to the table. And then we're just going to keep adding some flour until the dough is no longer sticky. Get it over here. Then we're going to add some more flour. It's best to not continue mixing using your hands. Just needs a little bit more flour. So for this batch, I've actually ended up using about 6 cups of flour. It all depends on the size of your eggs. But the key is that the dough cannot be sticking onto your hands. And I think we'll be ready to call the kids and have them come in and help us roll out our cookies. Once we do that, then we're going to put them in the oven. They only take about 15-20 minutes to cook. You can also get some colored sugar and you can sprinkle on top before you bake. Give you some nice Christmas color to it. We are going to make a whitewash and brush the cookies with the whitewash before we actually put them in the oven. Why don't you come around this way? Let me just spray the cookie sheet. Did you wash your hands?
Yes.
Let me see. Okay, so just lightly grease. Okay, now this is what we're going to do. You're each going to take a little piece of dough in your hands. Okay, and I will give you your first piece. Piece of dough, and a piece of dough for you. And put it in your hands, roll it into a ball. Now watch what happens. If you take your ball, put it in the middle of your hands, and roll it like this, it becomes a long stick, right? Okay. When it's about that big, fold it in half, squish it together. Okay, Dan, fold it in half like that. Whoops. Okay, let's get rid of that one. Okay. Here, we'll give you a new one.
It doesn't have to.
Oh, okay. We're going to fold it together. No, it's ready. It's ready.
Okay.
You got it together?
Yep.
Give it a twist.
Okay. Wait a minute.
And then we're going to put it on our cookie sheet. Isn't this fun? Okay. Roll it. Make it into a long stick. Not too long, because it'll break off. Then when it's just right, take it, fold it, hold it straight, give it a twist, and put it down. When we finish, we're going to brush a little bit of an egg white beaten up on top of it so you can get a nice shine. If you want to put some colored sugar on top of that, you do it at that point. Put it in the oven. We're going to bake it for about 15 to 20 minutes until they're golden. Pull them out and eat them with some hot chocolate. Perfect. We have to get going. We've got a lot more cookies to make. Our tray is full of cookies. We have 1 egg white. We're going to beat it. Until it's a little bit foamy. And looks about ready. And what we're going to just take our brush it right on top of them. And at this point, if you did want to add some sugar, or if you wanted to add some sesame seeds or anything to the top of them, you could do it at this point. Put them in the oven, bake them 15 to 20 minutes until they're golden brown, 350, and you'll have beautiful cookies to enjoy with your family.
Tiverton Land Trust is an all-volunteer private organization dedicated to preserving land, open space in Tiverton, Rhode Island. We'd be delighted to have your support. We can be reached at area code 401-625-1300 or on the web www.tivertonlandtrust.org.
Public Works will collect Christmas trees January 7th through 11th. Tiverton residents are asked to place their discarded Christmas trees curbside, adjacent to their trash, on the same day as their normal trash collection. The trees must not be in any form of plastic bag and should be reasonably free of tinsel and decorations. The trees will be mulched by a chipper as they are collected, and the resulting mulch will be available free of charge to Tiverton residents at the entrance of the landfill during normal operating hours. In the event of inclement weather, the Christmas trees will not be collected through the 7th through 11th, will be collected the following week, the 14th through the 18th. Christmas trees not collected during this special collection period will not be picked up unless they are cut, tied for collection with the regular trash. Christmas trees may be dropped off at the Tiverton landfill on Main Road during normal operating hours, which are Tuesday and Thursdays 7:15 a.m. through 2:30 p.m. and Saturday 7:15 a.m. to 3 p.m. Tiverton Recycling Committee would like to remind you that your holiday gift wrapping, as long as it's not metallic, is recyclable and should be recycled in your green bin. Additionally, you can recycle holiday cards, gift catalogs, gift boxes, tissue paper, and your corrugated cardboard. You should not recycle plastic wrapping paper. The Tiverton Recycling Committee would appreciate your help in this effort.
Not too very long ago, I was privileged to receive a very special letter from an equally special little girl. Her name is Amy, and she has since become a dear friend to me. Her letter so touched me that I asked her if I could share it, and I reprint it here with kind and gracious permission.
Dear Santa Claus, my name is Amy and I'm 8. I hope I'm not too late to ask you if you're really, really real. My friends say that you cannot be, but I believe you are. So please write back and tell me how you feel. I know that you're a busy man with lots of things to do, and Christmas Eve is coming very soon. You see, I won't get many gifts. I'll spend the day alone and play with them upstairs here in my room. I've been an orphan way too long. I've looked at many faces. This time of year, they hurt the most, it seems. Surrounded by their families, they hurry to and fro, but in their hearts they can never find peace. So tell me please, dear Santa Claus, what really makes us glad? If all those people with so many things still seem to be so discontent and sad this time of year, with all the joy and hope the season brings. Love, Amy.
A very wise person once said, "It is only with the heart that one can see rightly. What is essential is invisible to the eye." No one illustrates this truth more beautifully than my little friend, Amy. Dear Amy, my heart was warmed today when I sat down to read my mail. What a sweet delight it is for me to see the bright smiles of children everywhere, from many towns and places, hoping soon to find the gifts beneath their tree. And on the night of Christmas Eve, they all look out their windows for someone to appear up in the sky. They listen so expectantly for sounds of reindeer hooves and hope they might see Santa flying by. But Christmas is much more than that, and I'm sure that you must know it concerns a deeper matter of the heart. The greatest gift that I could give to someone just like you is this true story. Let's see where to start. The great God of the universe looked down upon the earth and said, "What gift would be my best to give? I know, I'll send my only son to be born in a stable. One day he'll give his life so all can live." The angels came announcing to the shepherds in the fields. A star shone bright to show them all the way. The baby gift that God had sent was lying in a manger. The Christ child's little bed was filled with hay. The night was so spectacular, yet quiet and serene. No children looked for reindeer in the sky. The only gift that was given on that very holy night was given by the Lord from way on high. There were no decorated trees, no jingle bells or holly, no stockings hanging by the fireplace, no Christmas stories written about jolly old Saint Nick, no candy canes, no tinsel, not a trace. No shoppers going here and there to buy last-minute gifts. A Christmas card had never ere been sent. No carolers had sung a note at anybody's door. Not a dime of Papa's money had been spent. And all the many books that have been written until now, with all their words and wisdom, can't compare to the beauty of that starry night, when heaven and earth stood still to wait and see what God with us would share. I often wish I could have been there on that special night, to kneel beside the manger, and to touch the wondrous gift that had been sent to earth by God above, the one who loves us all so very much. So I'll tell you, precious Amy, what really gives us joy, no matter where we live or who we are. Don't look for things or people to fill that void within your heart. Just look to Him and always follow His star.
And that concludes this episode of Focus on Tiverton. For more information on this program, email us at focusontiverton@yahoo.com.